ครับก็สวัสดีนะครับทุกคนครับก็วันนี้พบกับสสเท่านะครับก็วันนี้จะเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะถ้าใครมาดูก็วันนี้สวัสดีทุกคนด้วยนะครับก็เดี๋ยวต่อไปอาจจะเป็นภาษาอังกฤษหมดนะฮะก็เพราะว่าวันนี้เราเป็นซีรีส์ใหม่นะเป็นTalkaTao เวอร์ชัน Asia Politics 101นะครับก็คือวันนี้จะเป็นของไต้หวันนะอย่างที่เราเห็นแบนเนอร์เราไปแล้วนะครับวันนี้ก็เปลี่ยนการไลฟ์นะเล็กน้อยนะครับตอนนี้มีคนจาก Twitter ด้วยหรือ X นะครับโอ้มา33คนเลยนะก็ฝากกดรีทวีตด้วยรวมถึงในจริงๆช่องทางหลักเนี่ยคือไม่แน่ใจใน Twitter มันเป็นยังไงเพราะมันให้ตรงอันนี้นะของเราเป็นแบบอย่างเงี้ยถ้าใครอยากดูแบบเต็มรูปแบบเดี๋ยวมันจะมีสไลด์ก็คือไปดูใน YouTube หรือช่องทาง Facebook Page ได้นะครับเพราะว่าวันนี้จะเป็นใครอยากรู้เรื่องการเมืองพื้นฐานของประเทศในเอเชียซีรีส์นี้ก็จะเป็นซีรีส์ที่จะทำนะครับก็ถามว่าใครมาเนี่ยก็จะเป็นเพื่อนๆผมเองนี่แหละมานะก็เดี๋ยวคอมเมนต์กดไลค์กดแชร์กันได้ครับกดไลค์เป็นกำลังใจกันก่อนนะครับก็เพื่อไม่ให้การเป็นเสียเวลานะก็so don't waste the time no more okay so be ready วันนี้ได้รับแขกผู้มีเกียรตินะครับจากไต้หวันlet me introduce Mr. Chance.
Yeah. Hello Tao. Hello everyone. Nice to see you guys.
Chance, can you introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, of course. So hi everyone. I'm Chance. I'm from a political party in Taiwan called KMT. In Chinese we call it Kuomintang. Yeah, we are now the largest political party in the parliament, in the Taiwan parliament, and I'm serving as the assistant director for international affairs. So basically, think of me as a diplomat. Yeah, so I'm like dealing with foreign issues in KMT. Yeah, so I'm also a political worker, but I'm not a member of parliament like Tao. Yeah. But we met in Malaysia in February. Yeah, we are in the same program. Yeah.
So everyone we met in like Malaysia, right? And
yes.
So for Kasip, which is like a like school for young politician. So organized by Konrad Adenauer, right? And we are like many young politicians who serving in office or not, like or within the political party, different experience. I mean, like when I was there, I know I'm the oldest, right? Yeah, I mean, like
no, we don't say the oldest. We say the most mature one. The most experienced one.
Yeah. So we can guys, so we can talk and chat and don't mind, you can type in Thai and we can pop up the comment and then we can see that answer the question from you guys, right? From the audience and but first of all, let's do today we're gonna do the introduction of the of and go by some of the how to say interesting part of the politics and we can exchange, right? Because what I found, when we met and we done all the workshop there in Malaysia, wow, we have a lot of things in common, right? Because Thailand, especially Thailand, is we are both a China-based culture in some form and Indian-based culture, right? So we in between and not only what we eat or what we wear or the song or the dance, that we are Asian, but the political culture as well, that reflect to our political system. So today I hope everyone can learn more about this together, because it's the first time that I can learn about Taiwan too, because within our a week in Malaysia we haven't learned a lot from each other as well, right? So are you ready, Chance, to start so I can click on your slide?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I know that maybe not a lot of people in Thailand know Taiwan, but in Taiwan we all love Thailand. Thailand is one of the most popular tourist spots. No, it's true. Come on, Thailand is one of the most popular tourist spots for Taiwan. I think number 1 or number 2. So, in order to bring everyone to know more about Taiwan, I prepare a little slides. Yeah, so we can use this slide to understand Taiwan. Yeah. So yeah, just a quick introductions of myself. Yeah. So Tao, let's start the first page, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see very important if you today is politics 101. So let's just have some key figures about Taiwan, some key numbers. So the land area is around 36,000 square kilometers, and I know that's not even 1/10 of Thailand. So Taiwan is actually a very small island. Yeah. And our population is around 23.4 million. So also around 1/3 of Thailand. So compared to Thailand, Taiwanese people are also not a lot, only around 1/3. Yeah, but our GDP per capita is quite high. It's if it's real basis around 35 around the world, then if you count nominal, so it's 12, count by PPP. So actually quite high because we have a very advanced semiconductor industry. That's why our GDP performs quite well. Yeah, and about human development index, we are top in Asia, but this number we calculate by ourselves because Tao, very interesting, because Taiwan is not in United Nations. So the human development index counted by the United Nations, we use their formula to count ourselves. Yeah, but after we count ourselves, we are number 1. Yeah. So make
but you give according to the formula of the that the world.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can say it's propaganda, but I believe that the true number will be around 2 or 3. I believe we are around Japan, Korea, Taiwan. Yeah, maybe 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure. Yeah. And democracy index, democracy index is not measured by ourselves. I think it's by British media, and we are also top in Asia about democracy, just democracy. Yeah. So actually, if you know a bit about Taiwan, I have to tell you, the formal name of Taiwan is not Taiwan. Our formal name is called Republic of China. And I believe a lot of you, when you see China, you will feel, oh my God, really? Why is Taiwan China? So let me start talking about this a bit. Yeah. So next page. So I believe some of you, if you have some Thai Chinese friends, Thai Chinese descendants, you certainly heard KMT or Kuomintang before. Yeah, so the party I belong to is actually one of the we said we are the oldest political party in Asia. So actually KMT is built in 1985 in Honolulu. And like after our national father, Dr. Sun Yat-sen, he led the KMT and like several like around 11 attempts of revolution. He oversaw the last dynasty in China, you know, the Qing dynasty, and built
Yeah.
the Republic of China. So next page. Oh yeah. So as you can see, that was in 1912. That's the time when our national father, Dr. Sun Yat-sen, in the left, as you can see, he led like a revolutionary group, all very young people. Like all those revolutionaries at that time is around like our age, you know, our age. It's around like 25 to 35. And they are just like a group of people really want China to become a democracy state, not like a monarchy state, you know, like a monarchy state. So he he led a group like oversaw the monarchy and built the Republic of China and in 1912. But at that time, Taiwan, you know, the island Taiwan that we all know at that time is still under the Japanese colonization. So that's why in this map, when you see Taiwan is still yellow, right? And like Korea Peninsula is also yellow. And Japan, so because at that time Taiwan was still
before World War II, right? After
World
War I, before World War II.
Yeah.
Something like that. And in the map, what is a color like represent? I mean like on the top red one maybe communist or something, but the left the gray color, what is it? You know, like
the red color is like it's a place now. It's a place now, Mongolia, and at that time that is a state that's like kind of pro Russia. It's kind of like feudal like a state. Yeah. And on the left is Tibet, and also now Xinjiang, Tibet and Xinjiang. And at that time, you know, because actually in 1912. The whole China is not united as well. A lot of places controlled by different warlords. It's like different places controlled by different warlords. And Xinjiang and Tibet also controlled by several warlords. And the British people are having large influence over there. Suppose Xinjiang and Tibet are like heavily influenced by the British government. You know, that was still the time of like the imperialism. Right? Yeah. I mean, at that time, Thailand was also like facing a lot of like pressure in around like the beginning of 20th century, right? So yeah. So that was a time. Yeah, that was a time. So the formal name of Republic of China, the state that I'm now living in, is actually built in 1912. But let's fast forward. So next page. But as you know, like after World War II, 1945, I think everyone knows this history. So after 1945, several treatments already stated that, okay, Taiwan has to be given back to China by the Japanese Empire because the Japanese Empire lose the World War. Yeah. But immediately after 1945, then the KMT-led government, led by Chiang Kai-shek, got into the Chinese Civil War with Mao Zedong. Yeah. And I believe everyone knows Mao Zedong. So I don't have to, I won't elaborate on the history. So, you know, basically KMT, my party at that time, lost the Civil War. We lost the Civil War. So Chiang Kai-shek first, you know, from Nanjing retreat to like Wuhan and then retreat to Chongqing. You know, I basically repeat the Sino-Japanese, repeat the World War II again, and then he retreated to Taiwan. Yeah, so in 1949 he retreated to Taiwan. He retreated basically the whole government. You know, the whole government of Republic of China, the whole system to Taiwan. Yeah. It's actually
I think this time this story, so I think this time is very relatable to me and many Thai people,
Oh,
because at that time, like many of the, in Thailand, like I think everyone Chinese, as some part of their blood, right? And I think Thailand have a lot of Chinese immigrant from that era as well, because my grandparent on my dad's side is from like near Guangzhou, like north
yeah,
of Guangzhou, something like that, like um Chaozhou,
yeah,
Chaozhou, like something like that, and a lot of people like that people, right? So
mm,
I think most of the people don't know that we just like arrived in Thailand just maybe not 100 years, and especially like my grandparents actually like KMT as well, like Kuomintang as well, like as I know from my dad told me, right?
yeah,
And
yeah. How I
there's
yeah.
a lot of Thai Chinese people in the north as well. That the army of the KMT who walk down south because they cannot go to the island as well. So I think like maybe the if you listen to us now, if you know that where your family from, or probably you are like your Republic of China immigrant from that kind of war. If you have the same story, you can comment in on the comment section in any app, right? And but can I ask you, like your family also like your KMT like for a long time, right? Like your grand or great grandparent or something, like where you originate from in China, like your family.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, my father's side. Okay, so my father's side, my grandfather, he's from
Uh,
like originally he's from Jiangsu, but like the because of the during the China during the Japan-China War, in World War II, his family moved from Jiangsu from Shanghai to Wuhan. So
oh,
all the people who shared my family name, who have the same family name with me now in mainland China, they are all in Wuhan now. They are in Wuhan.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I believe everyone know Wuhan as well. So
yeah, yeah.
because of some issue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So all my most of my family father sides are in Wuhan. And
But
my
like all the most of the KMT like people who move from China at that time, they're from everywhere from China, right?
yeah, 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 from
Oh,
everywhere. But like there are several cities that have more immigrants. There are several cities
oh,
that have more immigrants. Like like for example, in Taiwan, there are a lot of immigrants are from Shandong,
uh,
from the northeast side of
uh,
China, and there are a lot from Sichuan as well, Sichuan, yeah, and there
yeah,
are,
yeah,
of course, because the original capital, the political center was in Nanjing, and the economic center, you know,
uh,
like businessmen mainly are in Shanghai. So there are a lot of
okay.
immigrants are from Shanghai and from Nanjing.
Oh,
Yeah,
because you are bourgeois, you are like rich people. Yeah, that's why communists hate you.
I won't say not necessarily rich people, but but those people, a lot of people who came to Taiwan, of course because they were afraid that if
Uh,
then the Communist Party rule the whole China, and then
uh,
they will be politically persecuted. Actually,
yeah.
that's my family history. Like
Uh,
during the 1987, 1990s, when Taiwan and China, uh, they reopened their border for like Taiwanese to visit
uh,
to for Taiwanese people to visit their family in China at that time. Like you have to go, of course, but you have to go to Hong Kong first and then China. Like
mm,
my grandfather went back to his home and successfully found his family left in China. But like, of course, the sad story was like when he came back to Wuhan around 1990s to see their family, his parents already passed away. So that was very sad. And
Oh,
also, like, he told me this story personally. Like when he went visit his house, of course, everyone were emotional, but he found it
yeah.
very strange. It was in summer, but everyone was wearing long sleeves. He found it very strange.
Oh,
So because still, like, because he of course he was KMT, like the Communist Party know he's KMT, and he knew, like, they know he went to China, he went to Taiwan with the KMT, with Chiang Kai-shek. So the
yeah.
family left behind actually suffered a lot during, like, no
Mm,
matter the Cultural Revolutions era,
mm,
or no matter a lot of different era in China. So they were being politically persecuted, like our family at that time, around 1970s, 80s. Yes. So it was actually a very sad story for us.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so basically, you are, yeah. So basically, you are all like a more likely to be like political refugee asylum, right? Seeking, like, so that's why you're afraid of the, like, communist ruling at that time, because I think that time people don't know much, and the news or information is more like propaganda, like, oh,
Yeah,
communists are like, they will, like, because you basically it's like civil war, Chinese people killing each other, right?
yeah,
That's the
Civil
sad
War.
part.
Yeah, Civil War. Yeah. Very
People
sad,
killing
very
without
sad.
the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
but add let me add one more thing. But
yeah,
actually, the majority of the people, including Chiang Kai-shek himself,
yeah,
he all believes that we will come back to China very soon. He believed that
yeah.
he just retreat to China, he retreat to
Mm,
Taiwan temporarily. So, like, including my grandfather, they don't know that there will be one day that they cannot come back to China.
mm,
They all think that we just come to Taiwan and we will just regroup, and regroup, and with the help maybe from some allied forces, like with some training, like recruiting more army, and we can certainly, like, retake China. But of course, that never happened. So
yeah. I mean that the story of my grandparent as well. They sell everything into like KMT, like not like Republic of China money, and yeah, we spend few years in Thailand, and we back to China and never
yeah, yeah,
back
yeah,
home.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Same,
I mean,
same, same.
yeah, that's why the northern, I mean, one of the major issues still now, like the cooperation between the Taiwanese government and the Thai government, of course, is trying to help, like, develop and take care of the northern Thai area. We call it Thai Mian Gujun, like the soldier being left
Oh,
there. Yeah, 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 yeah. And, like, and you mentioned that as well, yeah. And, like, for the reason why they were there is because the KMT, Chiang Kai-shek ordered them to stay there, so that one day,
oh,
if like, if we
oh,
attack from the Taiwan side, they can, like, join in, like,
oh,
guerrilla activity from the borders.
oh,
Yeah, that was the
oh,
history. That's why they were there. They were ordered to be, like, just retreat to, like, the Thai border, and then if there were a
oh,
major event, like, in the eastern side, you can like go in, like, in the western side. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Uh,
That was a history.
shall we continue?
Yeah, yeah. Of course. Yeah, yeah. So just several major event. Yeah. So, when KMT retreat to Taiwan,
Yeah.
the major issue, the major issue is to do land reform, because if you don't do
Mm.
land reforms, then another communist revolution will be again. Yeah. And then, like, around 1960s, because the KMT government in Taiwan, they know that Taiwan is a small island. So in order to survive, we need to, like, try to connect with, like, the whole world, with business,
Mm.
with commerce. So we do, like, export orientated and industrialization reform. It went very well around 1960. So if you see, like a chart, our GDP grows very fast during 1960s and 1970s.
Mm.
And several, I think it's some American economic scholars called it the Taiwan economic miracle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
like the Korean one or Japanese one, right?
Yeah, similar. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so like yeah. So at that time there were the first batch of the four Asia tigers, right? It's like Taiwan, Korea, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And of course Thailand is the second batch, right? It's another new
And now we are the cat now.
yeah. If you say you are the cat, we now rely only on TSMC. You know, we now only rely on TSMC. I don't know whether we are a tiger now as well. We are a domestic cat now as well, I believe so. Yeah. And then there are two major issues that basically impact heavily about the whole situation in Taiwan. So it's 1971. The 1971 the 2758号决议 Resolution 2758 basically said that all the delegations representative of the illegal Chiang Kai-shek government should leave the United Nations. And so at that time, in this 1971, Republic of China leaves the United Nations. Basically, our minister of foreign affairs led the delegation voluntarily. They left the United Nations General Hall voluntarily themselves. And the moment they left, the CCP, the Chinese Communist delegation, entered the General Hall. Yeah. That was actually a very sad story as well. Whenever we saw the picture, yeah. At that time, there were several proposals, like from the American government, saying that they can be one Taiwan, one China. They also can. Some Western allies of us are also saying that it can be two China as well. But at that time, Chiang Kai-shek said no. There is no two China. There is only one China. It's called Republic of China. So we left. So we left the United Nations by ourselves in 1971, and that creates a whole isolation, like the whole like people don't know about Taiwan since 1971 because we are not in any United Nations organizations agency, yeah.
So this one is like probably like the first thing that I think there is a word that like a one China or something that people like what is one China, I mean I understand it just like a couple years ago too, like before people think one China is on the current like right, that they're gonna make like one China by invading Taiwan or like negotiation or whatever like, but they're gonna be one China like that, right? But like you mentioned before, it actually like both Taiwan and like China, mainland China.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah,
it's difficult for me too, because I'm holding an outfit and it's like a sensitive one, right? So mainland China and Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Chinese Taipei.
Chinese. Don't worry. Any name is fine for KMT. We are very pragmatic.
So like you want to join also Taiwan one China as well, but they want the mainland China to become like democracy one like Taiwan, right? I mean like
yes.
One China on the both side, but I mean if I can bet, I would bet on mainland China. I mean like, of course like, that would be the one China that more possible, but I mean like in the future. But I mean I believe in differences of the people, right? People should be have the right of self-determination or whatsoever that by the international law, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So I heard that I see you in a interesting period as well, that like many Thai people know as well, like we mentioned a lot about democracy, like how we get democracy in like how is it 1932, like that we have turned from absolute monarchy to constitutional monarchy. And we've been through a lot, like like during the World War II and after, like the military junta ruling like dictatorship, and we still on that loop, right?
Yeah.
Election and coup d'etat like several times, like 10 times now or something. Even like like I'm 36 years old, but I witnessed like 3 coup d'etat in my life, and actually like likewise at the same time in Asia, surprisingly, example Korea or Taiwan, at the same period, you are in the dictatorship as well, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that, or you cannot talk because it's your dark history of your party or something?
You mean like of course. So at that time, like we were very honest and like very open to that history, because true, at that time it was authoritarianism era, like without a doubt. But like of course at that time, like we the both the Taiwanese government, and I think similar situation in Korea as well, like we were trying very hard to develop our economy. And one of the reason why we to some extent like having a like authoritarian era is also that at that time there were really very high national security threats from the CCP. Like at that time, no matter propaganda, spy issues a lot. But like whenever we talk about its KMT, we always emphasize that in 1987, it's a KMT. On this 1987, it's at the KMT government at that time. We voluntarily end the authoritarianism era without any like external threat or without any external pressure. No, the KMT we abolished the military rule by ourselves, and we opened the first elections in direct presidential election in 1986. And then 2000, there is the first change of ruling party, and now Taiwan has become one of the most vibrant democracy country, and KMT still surviving and still thriving. We are still the largest, political party in the parliament. So I mean KMT, indeed we had a history of being, you can say dictatorship, you can say authoritarianism era, but because we developed the economy well, and because we protect Taiwan from the invasions of CCP, and we basically, not a lot of political parties did this around the world, right? You just voluntarily gave up the absolute power, and then you let your country enter the democracy process. I mean, not a lot of countries did that, and KMT, we are very proud that we made that happen, and we built Taiwan. We built the democracy in Taiwan now, like very proud around the world as well. So,
I think like we can have like a chat more during the transition period a little bit, because it's so interesting that good example. I think like because I heard that they have some like you change because you change the leadership in the party or something like that, because before there's this like a lot of how to say like Chinese born leader, right?
Oh yeah.
Taiwan born leader or something like that. Can you? Is I'm not sure. Is that the period like 1996 or something, right?
Oh, that okay. So about that, it was like around 1980s. I think if I remember right, it's around 1980s or the end era of 1970s. Like it's exactly because of Republic of China left the United Nations, and then 1979 we broke diplomatic ties with the most important allies, United States, America. These two things heavily impacted the KMT leaders at that time. That time it was Zhang Jingguo, so Chiang Kai-shek's son, and he knew that he found that so now the hope of Taiwan retake China, ROC retake China, is actually kind of low now. The United States government won't even support us. If the US did not support ROC, it's kind of impossible for us to retake China. So he started to think, so if the KMT has to survive in Taiwan, if the KMT have to rule further, we cannot maintain the KMT like only all those Chinese like you can say immigrants, like Chinese people came with KMT from 1949. No, and we cannot only like make KMT like the second generation of those Chinese people. No. So at that time, he launched several programs like targeting like local Taiwanese elites, recruiting them into the KMT, recruiting them into the government by no matter our youth agent or youth organizations, or just found like good elites, Taiwanese elites already in the bureaucracy. In one of the good parts in Taiwan is that most of our bureaucracy is like merit based. All were national exam. Or like the bureaucracy, if you want to go into the bureaucracy, you have to pass like a national exam. So, and that national exam was never like discriminated or biased against, with like never biased, no matter your genders or your background. Never. So Taiwan, we were very proud of. We are having a very elite bureaucracy team. Of course, not elite, more elite than Singapore, but we have one of the best. So around 1980s, like after KMT recruit a lot of like Taiwanese born local Taiwanese elites, KMT started to change as well. We are not just like a Chinese party came from China in 1949. No, after that they are having more and more like Taiwanese born local Taiwanese elites entering KMT. Like my chairman Eric Chu. Chairman Eric Chu is from like local Taiwanese family as well. Although his father, the current chairperson, my boss, although his father is like Chinese born, like came to Taiwan in 1949, but his mom is like local Taiwanese family, like already hundreds years in Taoyuan, in the airport city. Yeah, so he could speak like very, very fluent local Taiwanese dialect, like my chairman. Yeah.
So very interesting that this is like the path to democracy, right? Let's ask like some question like from the floor. Like I found some interesting how to say like comment that we can talk more, right? I think this is very good from Mr. Gitpat Taiwan. Actually, like, can you read this? It look like so hard for you, right?
Oh, it's a bit difficult. I can use my ChatGPT. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please.
He said like I don't know, like the previous election 2 years ago, right? He was studying in Taipei, and he because you can vote for our general election even you abroad, right? As a Thai citizen at our embassy. So he talked to his 老师 about like that we Thailand, we want to get out of the coup d'etat trap, and he said that his 老师 actually really into this topic as well. Like I think this reflects like the love of democracy of the Taiwanese people. You think Taiwanese people are really like keep their own your own democracy, like that we saw in South Korea, that when the president what his name, Yoon Suk Yeol,
Yoon Suk Yeol,
and you think that will happen nowadays in Taiwan, that like Taiwanese people will go and fight with the soldier on the street or not, if that happen?
Yeah, I mean Taiwan, we have like similar economic development stage with Korea, and like of course, like if you compare between Taiwan and Korea, yes, there were similar appearance of like having an authoritarian state, a dictatorship like ruling system. But like one of the major difference is like KMT, when KMT was ruling military rule, there were never like huge political suppression incident, like never like a huge like crowd going on streets, and then the government like fire back to to the citizens. I mean that happened several times in Korea, right? No matter the famous Gwangju incident, or no matter in the Jeju Island, the April 3rd, the April no so April 6th incident. There were a lot in Korea, and also several in Seoul as well. You know, like they're very violent and very like bloody shit. But during KMT rule, never happened. Like in Taiwan, we never had those kind of like very violent like coup. There was never a coup in Taiwan after 1949. No.
Yeah, because you're living like literally in a coup all the time, right? Like who gonna coup you? yeah.
I don't know, but like Korea, Korea has several coups as well.
It's very tolerate authoritarian regime back then, right?
Yeah.
If someone protests, it's okay, maybe got arrest, but no, like obviously violent, like shooting people.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We didn't have that. Yeah. You know, like we always joke that the serious violence that you can see in Taiwan is in our parliament. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a picture of me showing later in my PowerPoint. Yeah. Our joke is like the serious fight you can see is in our parliament. That's yeah.
So that's good. And from the same user, Mr. Gitpat said that in terms of the public health, like he said like you have some of the regulation that why he didn't see a lot of people in, you know, like you have like a food restriction or it's just a culture that, or like people just exercise a lot that not get fat.
Yeah.
Like you understand my question.
This is a very interesting question. I think, but when I traveled to Thailand, I found like all Thai people are very fit as well. You know, like it's like, yeah. I think the Asian, you know, the Asian recipe, the Asian culinary, it's really nice. So we all eat healthier, you know, I think both Taiwan and Thailand, we eat very healthy compared to some Western countries. Yeah, but like Taiwan, we are also I think he mentioned very correct that we are Taiwan is very famous, and we are very proud of having one of the most well-established public health system. You know, like we call it 健保, you know, the national health insurance system. Like whenever I got a bit sick, I only have to pay around $6, and I can have a very good treatment and free like basic. I can have a very basic treatment and very fast. I can go find a local clinic and find a doctor and treat with like basic treatments within 30 minutes to 1 hour. Very easy. Like wherever there's anything problem with your body, go to the hospital, go to a local clinic. It's very accessible. So yeah, indeed. I say so. Maybe part of the reason of low obesities or like people look good is because of a good like health insurance, national health insurance system as well. Yeah, maybe like a very affordable, excessive health insurance system. Yeah, maybe that contribute to what he see, what all our friends see on the street. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I think but in Thailand, frankly, we not fat, but we not fit. You know, like
no, come on,
we not fat, but we not. Yeah. So I think the last part of the last question or comment that I gonna read in this yeah. So he write down like how do these two groups, native Taiwanese and post 1949 Chinese immigrant, differ in their view of reunification with China, which is gonna be our next part of the topic, right?
Yeah. I think we can. Yeah, I think we can. That's very nice. You are a really good MC. A really good host.
I hire him to comment like this so we can continue. You know.
Okay.
Transition.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. That's a difference between member of parliament and just a staff. Vision, vision, vision. Okay, okay, like stop joking. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So now let's enter the I believe one of the most critical, important, yeah, and but of course it's very sensitive in nature about the identity politics in Taiwan. So are we Chinese or we are Taiwanese? Yeah. So okay, let's see the second second page. Yeah, next page. Okay, now so let me show you a chart. This is the most the chart that survey done by a national 政治 university. One of the it's a national 政治 university. It's like Thammasat in Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So very very powerful. This is a survey that this is a survey like most quoted academically. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the changes in the Taiwanese Chinese identity of Taiwanese tracked from 1992 to 2024. And as you can see, when they started to do the survey, the identity at that time, the highest is, people will answer, okay, 我也是中国人,我也是台湾人. I'm both Chinese and I'm both Taiwanese. But as you can see, from the time going, the younger generation apparently, see themselves solely as Taiwanese. It's like for me, like for example, for me, like if when you remember when we were in Malaysia, I always said I'm Taiwanese as well. It's just like, and for me, I still regard myself culturally Chinese. So I'm still in the group line, the purple line group. I'm still thinking myself as like culturally Chinese, but I'm born Taiwanese. Yeah. But as you can see, the one that dropped the most, of course, is the one that you believe yourself solely Chinese. The blue line. And I think that answered the question of our friends. Yeah. So indeed, because of the natural perish process, people get old, people pass away. Those people, like for example, my grandfather just passed away like a month ago. Like people, those people who believe themselves 100% Chinese, getting old, pass away. So yeah. So now the dominant national identity in Taiwan is just Taiwanese, and yet that creates one of the huge challenge for KMT. That's what we are facing now. Yeah.
So I think it's very interesting that but I mean like I don't understand why like people like I mean what is mean like I'm both Chinese and both Taiwanese, in that kind of meaning, and I'm just Taiwanese, like what is different, because I mean like if someone say Taiwanese, I mean of course right you use Chinese language. I mean like I don't know, like it's very difficult, right? That to experience this as an outsider, because we never experience this, because Thailand is very how to say multicultural,
homogeneous, yeah, like Thai,
not homogeneous, but we try to like Thai nationalize everyone like to be Thai. Even we not like Thai is not like a race at all. That we are mostly like we not Thai people, like Thai people. We are like Chinese mixed with like we are from everywhere, right? Because it's like the melting pot between like two major civilization, like Chinese civilization and Indian civilization. So we in the between on the trading route to both ways. So I mean like I like okay, I'm from the northeastern part of Thailand. I'm Isan people. But then I'm moved to Bangkok. I kind of like I lost my dialect like from my locality in the northeastern part of Thailand. But I feel like I'm Isan people, right? But I mean I'm here for too long. Maybe that kind of like a sense of being like Chinese and Taiwanese or
Yeah.
not? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe yeah, certainly whenever people see this, if you are not very familiar with the history of Taiwan, you get confused naturally. Yeah, 100% understandable. Yeah. I'm thinking very hard now as well, like how should I explain this to my kids in the future? Yeah, so basically the reason why there's still like a identity issue, national identity issue in Taiwan, is just basically because you know uh, the we are still having threat. We are still we are facing threat from mainland China on a daily basis. But our like formal name, our formal name of the country is still Republic of China. And there's no doubt that Taiwan is a Chinese society. There's no doubt. Like we celebrate Chinese New Year, right? We celebrate like every major holidays, like traditional festival of like in Chinese society. Like like and also when KMT retreat from China to Taiwan, we brought all the relics, all the like treasure stuff, with historical historic treasures from China, from the yeah, and now all are in the National Palace Museum, right? So without a doubt, we are still Chinese. We're still a Chinese society. That's why still now, like in 2024, there are still around like 31% of the people thinking we are both Chinese and Taiwanese. So we think ourselves both. I think I can represent this group because I think the 30% people are just like me. Like we think, of course, we are Taiwanese because we grew up in Taiwan. We are born in Taiwan. So 100% we are like Taiwanese. But if you say culturally, historically, yes, we are Chinese. So this part, I think Thai, like especially the Thai Chinese community can relate. Like if you said like, where's your origin? Like whenever you ask me where is my origin, I'll say yeah, China, of course. And like, well, why you wearing red clothes in like? I mean, come on. Tao, I was in Bangkok this Chinese New Year, this Lunar New Year. You saw this, yeah. Like I was so moved and emotional seeing that the Chinese the traditions were celebrated in another country. Like when I like because I lived in the Chinatown, right? I lived in the Chinatown when I was in Bangkok. When I saw so many people wearing the red clothes, not even Taiwanese. Actually, Taiwanese people we do not wear red clothes that much during the Chinese New Year. Yeah, but like in Thailand, I think it's a fashion, so it's very cool. Yeah, it's very cool to see that. Yeah, like
No. I mean, like in Thailand, like I talk to like I visit China with the CCP seminar thing where I come to I just came to a conclusion that Thai Chinese people in Thailand is more Chinese than Chinese people in China. Like because the tradition that if you are minority, you tend to keep your own like tradition so strictly because you want to preserve your identity. That's why like some of the Chinese people eat vegetarian and like something or in Thailand we say that Chinese people don't eat beef because like the mother of goddess Guan Yin, right? Like
Guan Yin.
But then if you go to China, everywhere or Taiwan, like everyone eat beef noodle, right? I mean,
in Taiwan, yeah.
I mean, like I think like Chinese culture in Thailand is like some part of the like a minority, like some province in China, and some ethnic group, and like it's kind of mixed and like I mean like freezing to the time, right? Because we just not develop like some of the word not developed by the time. Like in China, we call like RE or something like that, like in Agu or within our family in our own dialect, because I know that in China now, even like you are like people from different dialect, they tend to the CCP not encourage them to speak their local dialect anymore. They want to everyone to speak Mandarin or standard Chinese. So and I kind of understand that. Yeah, I kind of understand. I'm like the green one on this graph as well. I mean like even like my surname is Lin, right? Like Lim, right?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Lin, right? I mean like, so I'm like my family name still Chinese, but yeah, I know that I'm like Chinese descent, but no, I mean like I'm not really Chinese anymore, and I think a lot of Thai people now we have the problem like it's becoming political issue as well, because
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
like the Chinese we call like gray Chinese, that they come and with the illegal money or like the
Oh, yeah,
gambling
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole border like a game compound issue, something like that. Yeah, like run by
and they
them, have the
have
Chinese.
money laundering
Yeah, money laundering.
business,
Yeah.
something like that. So people hate them, and in my constituent they are like a very very many of the Chinese like Thai Chinese, maybe
Yeah.
third generation, and they hate those Chinese.
Mm.
I mean, like, why those Chinese come to Thailand? I mean, why you here too? I mean, like everyone Chinese and come to Thailand before too. Because we kind of naturalized Thai people are naturalized or Thai naturalized before.
Yeah.
It was a crime to be like Chinese people in Thailand before.
Yeah, I saw the history. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we just close the Chinese school, burn the Chinese teaching book or something at some part of our
In Indonesia and like sometimes in Malaysia, like they facing similar issues as well. Yeah.
So everyone just become Thai now. That like well the good thing or bad thing in the same way. Like if the nationalism go too far, it's not good. And Thai people like I mean nationalism always win in propaganda. Like it's like people feel safe and protective by grouping like themselves with like the biggest group in the country and be the one group or something. It's like a really interesting part. So I mean like my meaning is like I kind of understand like if I'm Taiwanese, I would be like the green graph. I would say I'm Taiwanese, because I don't know, I never know that where is my root family, my ancestral.
Yeah. Most people are like that. Most people are like that. Yeah, I mean, Tao. I mean, I can relate to you 100% because I study identity politics in my master program. I just saw the comment like the friend that asked us a lot of questions. He studied master program in NTU as well. So actually very interesting. Yeah. So I think we were used to be classmates maybe. Like I think maybe I saw you on the street in NTU maybe. Yeah, but like. Yeah, so the reason why more and more people, like especially younger generation, they in Taiwan, they try to think themselves, convince themselves like we are just Taiwanese. It's also, like we don't want to be misunderstood by foreigners as Chinese because, to be honest, being a Chinese now, especially after the third term of Xi Jinping, the image of so-called CCP or the image so-called Chinese, it's really not good. And it's getting worse. Come on, it's getting worse. Like, I mean, I'm KMT. Like, a lot of people will say KMT is a pro-China party. A lot of people, like, our ruling party, our government, accusing KMT is like collaborating with CCP on a daily basis. Yeah. And so, like, we are certainly not like that. So it's very difficult to argue and to represent the Chinese culture now. And like the reason, and so since you move to the second page, I can like let's jump into this. So okay, so that was national identity, and this is another huge issues in Taiwan. So this is the change in the unification or independence stance of Taiwanese. So because okay, so Republic of China, the former name of Taiwan, actually we still have 12 foreign recognition. We still have like 12 allies who recognize Republic of China as a country. We still have 12.
Like country who accept Taiwan as a country. Like
It's, yeah,
12.
so legally speaking, Taiwan is never a country because our country's name is Republic of China. I mean, legally. I mean, politically, that statement I just gave will create a huge problem for me. But I said legally, yeah. And it's true that in the destiny that the 23 millions of Taiwanese people face in the future is that the pressure from the mainland Chinese government are trying to, no matter peacefully or use or by armed force to invade Taiwan, to force a unification, is in the future. And it's also another political fact that we are facing around the world is no country, including United States, including every state in European Union, let alone ASEAN countries, will support the independence of Taiwan. The independence of Taiwan now, I have to be very clear, is that the Taiwanese government here declare that we revise our constitution, change our name of our country from Republic of China to Republic of Taiwan. That's Taiwan independence. No country around the world support that. And as you can see on this chart, Taiwanese people are very pragmatic. You see, like, so the most people, 34.1%, most people support maintain status quo indefinitely. So the majority of the Taiwanese people don't even want to think about the future. Let's just maintain what we have now. No war. we can our passport is still super convenient. We can travel around the world mostly free visa. 150 or what? Yeah, very convenient. Yeah, and like no war. We can still have like a certain degree of exchange with mainland China. Very good, right? Although we are not in the United Nations, but our life, like democracy, well, health insurance, good, yeah. The stock market is growing, yeah. So that's like the majority of the people maintain status quo indefinitely. And the second, the black one, also 26.4, maintain status quo, decide at later date. But that also so combine these two. The maintain status quo people is around 60%. You can like from foreign observation or from like all the people who are watching our like you might be like suspicious or you might find it very interesting that so Taiwanese people don't want to decide their future. You don't want to take your future, the destiny. You don't want to take the destiny, decide the destiny by yourself. I will say it's not because of that. It's not because Taiwanese people is ostrich. No, it's just because the reality is too difficult. It's a fact that it's a fact. It's a sole fact that naturally, if you are born in Taiwan, like me, I'm born in Taiwan. Of course, you don't want anyone to influence or to interfere your sovereignty. But no matter you claim yourself as Republic of China, or no matter you claim yourself as Taiwan, you will suffer from foreign pressure, no matter what. So that's why I believe what I will describe is that the majority of the Taiwanese, 60% of Taiwanese people now maintain status quo, is that, yeah, we are very pragmatic. We accept this very difficult fact that we are facing. So we are just trying to live our life. Yeah.
So our friend says like you are like say that you are so fan about the status quo thing, and because I hear he studied in like environmental engineer department as a master, and he never like dare to talk to his Taiwanese friend about this status quo because he just like maybe it's just too political. You think like if like I go to Taiwan, it is like an open topic that people can discuss on the street, like or talk to each other about like how you think about this thing, or it's just like the forbidden topic that you never talk about?
It's not that forbidden. I mean, compared to other states, like other countries, there are some topics that you certainly cannot talk about.
Yeah.
in Taiwan, yeah, we can talk about it, but it's very sensitive in nature. It's very sensitive in
Oh.
nature. So like you have to address this. But if you're a foreigner, it's fine. If
Oh.
you're a foreigner, I think it's fine. Like if you ask, and I also see like another friend he or she comment that a cruel fact. Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
cruel fact. So that's why when you ask people, I think if you just ask random people on the street, like
Mm.
they will just say, yeah, they will just answer you. We just want to live our life. We don't want to talk about independence. We don't want to talk about reunification. I mean, unification for most of the people, as you can see, the lowest the lowest rate of people support, only 1.1, is unification as soon as possible. Yeah, like nobody want unification. Nobody want
Mm.
unification now. Like because I mean, when you see China become so like under Xi Jinping, it's such a dictatorship, such an authoritarian state. You certainly don't want it to. You certainly don't want to have a reunification. So, yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. So
yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I mean, like, if you are like outsider, I think like the fact that this or that, like, unification or not, is I mean, as an outsider, with open mind, right? But I understand when it become political issue between two parties, is you have like a start to hate each other for any reason, or any topic, right? Because
Yeah,
my thought as an outsider, like status quo, independent or working toward it doesn't matter that much for me, even like, because everyone wants status quo right now, right? You can like have a dream in the future, but I mean, like, thing that might not even happen in your lifetime, right? But
yeah,
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 you
yeah,
still kind of hate each other or somewhat, right? So I think that's a good introduction to another slide, because that the identity politics that like really unique to Taiwan, right? And I think it's only the country in the world that have this kind of we gotta unific maybe with the South Korea, but South Korea obviously is like a really different like
yeah,
aspect
yeah,
so,
yeah.
so
Majority
far.
of the South Korean people still support unification, but of course
Yeah.
the younger generation in Korea is like become more and more similar, like younger Taiwanese. Like
Yeah.
they don't want unification. Yeah, with
Yeah.
similar issue, because the northern part, because the communist part is so to some extent hated. So yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. So let's talk about KMT and who is DPP?
Okay, so everyone, Taiwan is basically a it's like two political party system, like two
Yeah.
political party, KMT and DPP. And DPP is a grassroots, local born political party in 1986. Like right before the year of the democratization of Taiwan. Yeah,
Mm,
it's born of the DPP. Yeah. So
mm,
so if you think of KMT and DPP more like in a European way, KMT is central right, and
ah,
DPP is central left. Like,
ah,
but the problem is like Taiwan is like a welfare state. We have good
ah,
like national health insurance. We have labor insurance, national labor insurance. We have national a lot of national insurance. So and like whenever there's something like the natural disaster, or no matter there's like even just travel accident, blah 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 on the street, people seek help from the government. Taiwan is a big state system. It's a big state
mm,
system. So the state intervene into a lot of things. Yeah, and
mm,
so central right, central left did not make that sense in Taiwan. Actually, we are both
mm,
like we're both like welfare support the welfare state idea. Yeah,
mm,
and but the three difference thing that wherever my chairman will say is that the difference between KMT DPP first, KMT is pro-nuclear power, and DPP is anti-nuclear power. And the second one is because we are a conservative party in nature, so we support the maintaining of death penalty. But DPP, like they are progressive, they are very progressive, so they support the abolishment of the death penalty. And like then now it's like the major difference. Okay, so KMT, our stance to China, mainland China, is that we need to have a certain degree of dialogue. We need to, because even now, there are still like 38% of the GDP of Taiwan is relying on China because of the trade relations with China. 38% of the GDP. Mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau, 38%. Very high, right? But actually, after 2016, after DPP rule again in 2016, 2020, 2024, DPP is a ruling party now. There are no communication between Taiwan and China. No. All the government communication line built within the KMT ruling 2008 to 2016, all shut down. All shut down. Because during 2008 to 2016, the KMT president at that time, Ma Ying-jeou, he advocate an idea called the 1992 consensus. 1992 is the first. 1992. There was a very historical. It's a very historical moment for Taiwan and mainland China. Is that the major officials, one representative from Taiwan, one representative from mainland China, they meet up in I think Singapore. I think it was in Singapore. They met in Singapore, and at that time there was like a so-called consensus, and that consensus, the whole sentence of that consensus is that 世界上只有一个. So basically, both sides agree that there is only one China. Both sides agree there is only one China, but like so from Taiwan, KMT will emphasize the second part. KMT will say, there is only one China in the world, but that China is Republic of China, and we will respect the CCP. That they will say, like whenever in mainland China they will say there's only one China in the world, and that China is called PRC. And so the consensus is we don't shout at each other arguing who is the real China. Let's just agree on there's one China. Okay, there's only one China, but different interpretation. That was the
different meaning of one China.
Yeah, but different meaning on China, but we weren't shouting at each other whenever we met. So when we have like a certain degree of agreement, and then let's talk about rest of the thing that we have to deal with. Taiwan is just too, like my international affairs director always said, Taiwan is too close to China, too far away from heaven. So because we're too close to China, our business ties, our cultural ties, our historical ties, our like everyday life is so like depends on each other. So during 2008 to 2016, KMT, we enter like a lot of dialogue and a lot of cooperation, judicial cooperation, agricultural communication. We signed a bunch of MOU, bunch of treaties between the two government, and we build up direct communication line between several government agencies as well, so that we can talk to each other. But like because DPP, the current ruling party, they don't agree with, they support the two-state theory. Basically, they support one Taiwan, one China. There's no one China. Taiwan is not part of China. That's what they are advocate for.
Like China is China, like Taiwan is Taiwan. We're not gonna go back to China anymore.
Yeah. So that's basically what they are advocate for. So they do not agree with 92 consensus. Like there were a lot of occasions that the DPP leader will say 92 consensus is not a consensus. It's not a consensus because how can you have a consensus with different interpretation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
that's why whenever KMT we were trying to talk about 92 consensus in front of foreign friends, it's so difficult. Like I said, if you go back to this live again, count the time I explained the 92 consensus. It's about 3 fucking minutes. But for DPP, it's so easy. For DPP, so easy. One China, one Taiwan. Come on, everyone support Taiwan. Taiwan democracy. We are victim of CCP authoritarianism. We're victim of CCP aggression. But for us, KMT, we believe we are very pragmatic. We believe we are pragmatic. We have to, Tao.
Yeah.
You know how many Taiwanese citizens now still live in China, work in China, doing business in China? There are still there are still the number around 200,000 to 400,000 of people.
Wow.
Basically, 1% to 2% of Taiwanese citizens, they hold Taiwanese passport. They hold the ROC passport, but because of business, because of the cross trade, the Taiwan China marriage, so they live in China, and for the recent 9 years, 10 years, the DPP just gave up on them. Those people live in China. They have to. The only party that can help them communicating with the mainland Chinese government is KMT. That's why KMT still now we still have delegation visiting China. Try to talk to the Taiwanese citizen there to see whether they need help or not. Because we still have communication line. KMT still have communication line with a lot of mainland Chinese local government and even central government. But this kind of visits and the sole fact that KMT still maintain communication line with CCP and the mainland Chinese government create an image that KMT pro-China, KMT support CCP, KMT collaborate with CCP. Yeah,
Spy, traitor.
Yeah, traitor. Yeah, we were being accused of traitor, like on the daily basis. So that's why that's the main reason why we lost the 2016 election with national election. We lost the 2020 election and 2024 because the opposition split. So we lost again. But show the next page. Yeah, you can show the next page. Yeah.
So
yeah, the next. Okay. Let me see. No, okay. Hang on a second. Next. Sorry.
So
Next one. Yeah. Next one.
I think it's very good to raise this one translate for you. He said that KMT before he thought that KMT gonna be more right than it seemed today that you he listened to you and you are more central center than he thought. So you done the good propaganda today for your party. you make people think better. You're not radical right wing or something.
We are not. The KMT is never a radical right wing, and yeah.
I think I hit back for this one too because we gotta be in the topic from Mr. Gitlit that between Thai Parliament and Taiwan Parliament, which one is more suitable for the representative meeting? I mean, we haven't visit each other parliament, but I look at the how to say your parliament is quite small, but
yeah.
Which is good because our parliament are currently undergoing some scandal right now that we're gonna spend $2 billion of the Thai baht something to build more parking lot.
Ooh, parking lots.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, $2 billion baht. Yeah, it's so bad. I mean, which is a really I felt like why this happened. Like I mean, but our party tried to like scrutinize this too, to not let this happen, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
the destiny of the opposition. Yeah, I believe maybe because of I heard several I heard several talk, just rumors, okay, not proved rumor, because of the limited natures of the Thai government recognizing the one China principle to some extent. So
Yeah.
it's I heard it's very difficult for the two countries member of parliament to meet. And actually I found it quite it's such a pity because the invest no matter the business ties or no matter the civil society between Taiwan and Thai people are getting really really close now. Yeah. So I really believe I really hope there will be a chance that the Thai some of the maybe some MP member of parliament from Thailand can come visit Taiwan. Yeah, I mean, I knew you. Okay, yeah. Have I told you, Tao? Yeah, I sent you right, like Peter
Yeah.
visited Taiwan just
Yeah, but he
days
got
ago.
banned for 10 years, so he's
I
not in the office. But I mean, literally, I can go to Taiwan too, but with not but
personal
with
capacity. Yeah.
like I mean, like with how say like our like taxpayer money or the government money, it wouldn't be allowed like by the policy. But yeah, I can go like by invitation, I believe, or like with my own expense because I even I was MP like after COVID, maybe I went to Taiwan with my like vacation with my wife. So it's possible to go by myself. I not banned to visit Taiwan, like just to be clear. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
I wish
difficult by this.
we really wish that will be more like common and often. Yeah, let's hope on that. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
we have some interesting like comment right now, so we can like go through because I think it's very people want to know because two major political party and I believe that it gonna come afterward, but yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. Like read the um, or the comment first, and we can go through, and then after that we can answer some of the question again, right? So
Yeah, no
from
problem. Yeah.
I don't know how to say something girl, right? For good,
民调 is really 民调 is really
民调
Paul. Is Paul, yeah.
ฮะ
民调
Paul
is Paul, yeah. So yeah,
Paul อ๋อ
Paul. Yeah.
girl bro อ๋อ
Yeah, 民调 good.
Paul bro Thailand อ๋อ
Yeah.
His part Taiwan People Party and KMT don't listen to the PP say oh so you have your member
I think
your party here, right?
I think he's a supporter of the opposition, not necessarily KMT, but thank you.
Yeah, does the DPP believe making Taiwan a country is better than keeping the status quo? Have they mentioned the possible consequence?
Okay, so the problem now is like DPP in their party platform, like the policy that they stated that they advocate, Taiwan independence is still in sight. But when they have the parliament, when they control both the parliament and the executive power fully from 2008 to 2024, 2016 to 2024, they never try to revise the constitution to declare independence. They never. Because to some extent, they are pragmatic as well. They know the 60% of the people against that. And they know every country around the world, including United States, including huge power in Europe, are against Taiwan independence. So it's not a problem for them to convince Taiwanese people because they they just said I support that, but
Yeah.
they never did something to really like fulfilling the Taiwan independence. But what they are doing is like they through education, through shooting movies, TV series, like they advocate a more like Taiwan history things. You know, like when I was still in elementary school, when I was still in like junior high school, senior high school, our historical textbook are still talking about like the so-called Chinese history. So like for me, for example, like in my senior high school, it's 1 year Taiwan history, 1 year war history, and 1 year Chinese history. So we still at that time when I was still in in my like national education period of time, yeah, we still think ourselves historically Taiwan like Chinese. But you know what DPP has done is they shorten the Chinese history to only like 1 semester. And there were even a talk, an attempt of we just don't talk about China history. We just say Northeast Asian history.
Okay.
So no talk about China history. And so and the TV series and a lot of TV show, a lot of TV series, a lot of movies like under DPP government, like supported by the founded by the government, all talking about authoritarianism of KMT, talk about dictatorship of KMT, talk about how bad the CCP are. You know the reason, one of the reason most popular famous
the woman who sells cigarette, right? You know, the woman who sells cigarette, MT Soldier beat her up, like
the 228 incident, like so what DPP is trying to do is trying to build a new national identity, rolling out the Chinese identity, rolling out the culturally historically Chinese identity. They are using policy to do that, so they don't have to achieve the so-called like Taiwan de jure independence. They don't have to build a Republic of Taiwan, but they can build a culture of they are aiming at building a 100% culturally, historically Taiwan without any Chinese elements. So that's what they are doing. Yeah. De facto independence, like mentally, spiritually, culturally, historically. But of course, KMT, we are against that because we believe that's risky for the mainland China and Taiwan relations. That's risky as well. Yeah.
So our friend said that if you have like the guest from another party, this gonna be like a boxing ring.
Indeed. Yeah.
I mean that politics, right? That's why we have democracy. Like usually, like naturally, people will disagree on most of the thing, or like something, right? But we agree upon like most of the thing, but disagree for something, and we fight. That's why I think democracy is the best way to solve the problem. That in our society, by we talk and we have some mechanism to solving the disagreement, right? So from Pro Bro, he said like KMT is really old. If you just still like continue on your way, you will have more like power on. So let's continue to the facts of the political system as a graph. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just talk a bit about the political system. So Thailand is monarchy, constitutional monarchy, parliamentary system, right? And Taiwan is more like just think about in political science, we are so-called semi-presidential system. So our political system is more. It's not like United States. We're more like friends. We're more like friends. So we have a premier. and the premier is the head of the executive yuan. So basically the cabinet. And but the legislative yuan, the parliament, is like independent. It's like all the members are elected. Like we have 113. We have 113 member of parliament. And within 113, 12, yeah. Within 113, 12 of the member of parliament are kept for the Aboriginal Taiwanese.
You have
We have
quota, or you have quota. I
we
mean,
have quota, yeah,
Aboriginal Taiwanese look like you. I mean, they
Aboriginal-
are tribal
Abor-
people.
yeah, tribal people. Aboriginal Taiwanese looks more like Taiwan is actually the origin of the Nandao Yuzu, the Southern Island language. So okay, so the Malays, the Philippines, the Malays, the Philippines, and Indonesians,
Language.
like the originals. They were all from Taiwan based on historical research. So the Taiwanese Aboriginals looks more like like Malay people, Filipino people. Yeah, they have like deeper carved facial figures. Yeah. That, and like their colors are darker compared to just Han Chinese people. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So 12 seats are reserved for them, and then 35 seats are in party list. Proportional list. Yeah. So you have to gain more than 5% of the party votes, and then you can have seats in the parliament. Yeah. So 5% is the threshold. And then 100 and 113减12减35, and then 34 seats. Sorry, 34 seats. Yeah, and then around like 66 or 67 seats are like local district. So like it's like Tao, like just local districts.
Yeah, like me, like constituents, MP.
Yeah, and single constituency vote. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you don't
so-
have the group vote, right? You are like individual constituents, like one people, or you're just like a team or something.
One person, just one person. Yeah.
Same.
So KMT now, you can show the next page. Okay. No. Next. I think that when we are talking about let's talk. Yeah. No, next. Let me show you the election result. Yeah. Okay. So so the current situation is that in 2024, because Mr. Paul Bro said that in Taiwan we actually had the third party started to have seats in 2020, and then 2024 they grew the most, and they had their in the beginning of the election, the KMT, the KMT, we are like the Kuomintang, yeah, the blue one. We try to form a coalition with the Taiwan People Party, because the poll shows that every poll shows that the opposition will have around 60% of the vote, and then the ruling party will have a very firm 40%. So if the opposition split, we will 100% lose the election. So in the beginning of the election, we were trying very hard. The KMT is trying very, very hard to persuade the third party to just have one candidate.
From coalition.
Yeah, coalition. But we failed. And basically we failed because the TPP, the third party, believes they can win. They really believe they can win. They from now, is to some extent is that they kind of being misguided by several polls, so they believe they can win. Yeah, but the conspiracy is more like the second page. Yeah, so second page, please.
So
Next
let
page,
me
next page.
ask you this one first. Like the 24, like so it's a forming of coalition, right? So you have like three main party who got like most of the vote. So I mean like now is the DPP ruling, right?
DPP, yeah, but DPP is minority government because like okay, so the presidential, yes,
but I mean like how they ruling because so they win the president but not the seat in the parliament, right?
Yeah, next page.
Oh,
Next page. Yeah, so see, so okay, so in Taiwan's part, because we are a presidential system, right? So you have to, if you want all your platform, if you want all your policy be fulfilled, you have to win both the parliament elections, the legislative elections, and the presidential election. So the problem after 2024 is that DPP, yes, indeed, they win the presidential election, but they are minority in the parliament. The conspiracy that I just mentioned, the reason why TPP did not want to cooperate with KMT is that they believe having their own presidential candidate can help their elections, their parliamentary election. And to some extent that makes sense, right? If you don't have a presidential candidate, how can you maximize your voting, your support in the parliament? So to some extent that makes sense as well, but that creates a problem now, as you can see. So KMT now, we are the largest party in the legislative yuan. We have 52 plus. Actually, the two independents are KMT. They just did not represent KMT this time. They are KMT members. Yeah. So we have 54 seats. Basically, KMT have 54 seats, and the TPP have 8 seats. So originally, the TPP, the third party, originally they might become a very critical, swing vote, like decisive votes. But no long after the presidential election, the DPP, of course, the ruling party did not admit it, but just after the election, the prosecutor in Taiwan started to look into the judicial case of the chairman of the TPP. So since last, I think October or November, the TPP, the third party chairman, were put in custody. He's now in jail. So basically every vote now, TPP support KMT. We are a very formed coalition, like an Avengers coalition now, because basically the ruling party throw the third party chairman, the presidential candidate that also had around 24% of the vote. He threw her in jail.
Oh,
yeah. So that's how polarized the politics in Taiwan now. The third party chairman is in jail, and then KMT now, we recently are
you mean
Mr. Kowenzer, yeah.
Kowenzer?
Yeah, Kowenzer, yeah.
The number one in jail?
He's in jail, yeah, he's in jail now.
Oh.
He's put in custody. His case has not been reviewed yet.
Conclusion, if correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because you have the same day election, right? President and legislative election.
Yeah.
Same day. So you have so first, like how many ballot? How many how to say voting card you will get when you election?
Okay. 3 votes. One
so
for president.
Yeah.
One for party list, party votes, and one for your this constituency.
Constituency.
District. 3 votes. 3 votes.
Oh, so this one I want this guy to be president. So yeah, he win the president. So you don't need I mean in Thailand, because some our comment maybe think in another way, because it's compared to Thailand, right? Because we never we not vote directly for our prime minister. So it's like UK, right? So
Yeah. The
the
cabinet system.
of
Yeah.
maybe vote for them. So, but it's different. This is more like a little bit of America, but more like France. Kind of like a political system, right? So that's why in the seat in the House of Legislative is like a different. But I mean, why? You know how that happened? Because I mean, honestly, as a politician, so I know that, or maybe like people maybe like this like Lai Ching-te,
Lai Ching-te,
more
the current
like
president. Yeah.
he are like a more charismatic or something that he won more vote because himself or his policy is a factor. But in the the House of Legislative, maybe KMT local politician, like constituent MP, they do better in their district or something. What do you think is a factor that why this kind of like a dilemma between like the presidential election and the legislative and the outcome of the legislative member is so different and turn out like this?
Okay, so Tao, basically, if you see the voting results, it's actually not that it's not the seats reflect the results of the presidential as well. You see 62 versus 51. It's also around like 60% versus 40%, right? Opposition and ruling, right? The opposition league, 62 to 51. It's also around 60%, 40%, right? So I don't think that reflect a split vote thing. No, there was no split vote. It's true that in Taiwan, after 8 years of DPP ruling, the majority of the Taiwanese people are sick of DPP. They don't like the confrontation between Taiwan and China. They don't like to see the DPP are doing quite poor on economic policy as well. Yeah, so they don't like DPP. But the only reason why we lose is really because like the opposition cannot form a coalition. And the reason why Kuomintang, the third party, are having so high, like very high votes, around 24%, are because the Kuomintang, the third party chairman, he's really a very charismatic leader. And he's like very eloquent. He's very eloquent. He's very straightforward to everything. He's very straightforward to everything. Like young people like him, although he's old. He's like a former surgeon doctor. One of the most popular one, famous one in the NTU hospital. He's like super straightforward. And he used to be 8 years the mayor of Taipei City, the capital city. He used to be 8 years of Taipei City. Yeah.
So it's more like young people, city people, like kind of like him a lot, like that, right?
Yeah, younger generation, 26% of the, and so that's why, and still like KMT was strong still in like local, so we still around like 33%. People believe that you have to vote PPP. Yeah. So like this picture shows that so in the glasses the glasses guy in the middle, he's my chairman. He's my chairman.
Your boss, right?
My boss, Eric Chu, my boss, and the rest of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, the rest of the 14 are KMT local mayors. There are only 22 cities in Taiwan, and KMT directly control 14, and one basically we control 15 because one not KMT member but affiliated to KMT. So basically, KMT control.
You don't need to be in the party for the local. I mean, like you could be independent to run for any office in Taiwan, right? I mean, even
you can. You can.
In legislative yuan or something, you can be like, I'm have no party. I'm independent. It's okay, right?
Yes. In Thailand, you cannot.
Cannot.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I mean, local election is okay. Local election never have the party association before until our party want to politicize it, like make it more like a local election. I mean, like you need to like have some ideology within your local politics too, so you can have like the same. It's better to have branding, right? But interestingly, I think like wow, I mean like this is all like a district or province in Taiwan, where like most of them, and I see two honorable from the left side, like a woman and man. He looks so they look so young, right? I mean like how old are they?
So like the mayor Xu Shuhua from Nantou, the woman from the left. Let me check. I remember she's around 40 something.
Oh.
And the one
you have the I mean like in Thailand the qualification to enter politics, like if you are going to be a mayor of the city, you're going to be 35 above.
Oh yeah, I think there are similar law in Taiwan as well. Yeah, so the girl on the left, she's around 49, and the one on the left, the first row left, Jiang Wan'an, the current Taipei City mayor, he's a grandson of Chiang Kai-shek.
Huh? The left one with the hair like this?
Yeah, Taipei City mayor. He's a great grandson of Chiang Kai-shek. Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, he's super young. He's around 43 or 44. Yeah.
Oh, like Pita age.
Yeah. Very young. And the second row left guy, Xie Guoliang, George Xie, he's also very young as well. I think he's around 40 something as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's at 49. Yeah.
Oh.
So KMT has like
who is like I mean like the youngest politician like holding office like in legislative yuan. How old are they? Like,
we have a female. We have a female MP. She's around 34 or 35, and we have a male MP. He's around 34, 35 as well in the KMT.
Yeah, so it's probably like quite. Yeah, I mean like okay, it's like a conservative party, right? Maybe DPP maybe younger or not?
No, KMT is actually the youngest caucus now.
Oh.
We are the average year of KMT member of parliament now in our parliament is around 51, and the average age of 51, yeah, and the average age of DPP is around 52. We are 1 year younger than that.
Yeah, but I mean like it's quite normal for the a democratic country which is like been fully democratized for a long time enough. It will get harder for young people to get in, I believe, because in the case of my party, we have like the youngest maybe like here now. I think he is 26, 27 years old or something. I mean like quite the average of Thai parliament now is like I don't know, it's like we have like I think like 40% of the MP now is like below 45. Yeah. A lot. Like one of the youngest one because of my party, like
I mean, certainly because of the People's Party. I found this quite interesting as well. Like I think in most of the ASEAN countries, like the young people joining politics are more positive and more proactive compared to Taiwan, compared to Korea, compared to Japan. Not a lot. Yeah. That's why I have an update with you, Tao, but like I just recently growing so many interest into politics in like Malaysia, in Thailand, and in Singapore. The democracy in ASEAN countries are so fascinating. Yeah, I really have to learn more.
I mean because it's the last frontier of the democracy that could be democratized fully because I think it's interesting and I mean like that's why a lot of like political scientists come to this region to study because
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's just so complex and not like a Western democracy that usually we have different form and
Yeah, we have
I mean
totally different. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't want to say democracy is not universal, but I mean, it's universal, and yeah, of course, fundamental of it is it never argue that it's universal, right? But I mean, like, yeah, you have some of the problem in transition to something better and more stable, of
yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah,
and but the world is also hard on us, like the economic war and the
yeah,
trade war that's happening is like so hard for because you need a good economic to help
mm,
transition to a stable or more stable politics.
mm.
I believe because if people more stable, it's easier to politicize them. Like if
Yeah.
they
I
have
mean,
one thing about politics, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean that's why there's like a theory called the modernization theory in political science, right? Like democracy can only thrive when the country's economy develop to a certain stage, and I kind of agree with that as well. Yeah, and
mm,
I just and I think recently Taiwan and ASEAN countries share a lot of mutual challenge. Also partially from the foreign media, especially Western media. I mean, I just sometimes found Western media are being very hostile to
mm,
to Asian countries. Like
mm,
sometimes they were just like saying that, oh my God, undemocratic, abuse of human rights, blah 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 blah, but ignore the political challenge that each countries,
mm.
especially in ASEAN's and in East Asia, are facing. It just this is I think this is also a challenge that we are now facing, like
Yeah.
cooperatively, both like mutually as well, mutually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I believe it's this thing is not strange. It's not strange for our Thai friends as well because that's what the Taiwanese politics is popular around the world. Yeah,
Mm,
but the sad part in this picture is actually before 2024, we used to have several fights in
mm.
the parliament as well. But those fights were never real. Those fights were more like a performative. Like
Oh,
like because the opposition have to present the case
yeah.
to to the public, right? So you say we tried our best, but like because of numbers we cannot pass it. So we tried our best. So, but after 2024, these fights are real. These fights
Yeah.
are getting real. Because the ruling party now are double minority. They are
Mm,
minority in the general votes in the president. They are minority in the parliament as well. So it's
mm.
actually quite interesting. Now it's like whenever there's a bill, there's an acts present by the opposition coalition, the majority in the parliament. The ruling party member of parliament will try to filibuster
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They will try to filibuster and they will try to they will try to sabotage the legal efforts from the opposition. And like
Mm,
whenever there's a bill passed, like you will see that the ruling party starting to say that, well, okay, so the recently very interesting. We just recently the KMT and TPP together we passed a law that the DPP promised that they will pass it in from 2016 to 2020, but they never pass it, and we pass it. We give all the Taiwanese labor back the 7 national holidays promised by the ruling party. And
mm.
after law passed, you know what the DPP said? They said that the opposition passed this labor-friendly law to help CCP better invade Taiwan because Taiwanese people will take more rest, will take more holidays. And they said because holidays are bad for business. Because so the opposition are trying to sabotage Taiwan by weakening our business sector. And we were like, what the hell? Are you in your right-minded? It's like, so I just give you an example, and that happened basically every law, like now we are trying to introduce and we pass. And start from Chinese New Year, the ruling party now launched a so-called massive recall. Do you have? I don't know whether you have a recall system in Thailand or not.
What's that?
Recall. Okay, so recall is that after 1 year of you taking the office, after no matter mayor or the MP, after you take office 1 year, you people in your local constituency can gather petitions to after 2 stages. First stage, 1% of the constituency. Second stage, around I think 10% or 5%. I think 10% of the petitions. Once you got that, you can enter third stage. Basically another vote.
Yeah,
to decide,
like a re-election. Yeah.
Yeah, and just a re-election to vote the incumbent down.
Vote him out. Yeah.
Yeah. So now
I think we have that kind of thing, but yeah, it's never used, Yeah.
So in Taiwan now, we have KMT. We have 50 等一下哦 54 Yeah, we have around 40. We have around 40 local. We have around 40 local constituency MP. And now there are around 30 are passing the second stage. So there will be around 30 KMT local members around August will face a re-election. And that was crazy. That's happening right now in Taiwan. We are basically having a re-election after 1 year.
But this organized by DPP party member?
Of course, they claim they did not organize. They claimed it was civil organization voluntarily doing that. But of course, there were DPP influence. They were all like DPP affiliated people, and the DPP interfered and helped them during the petition after the second stage. So 30 MP of the KMT is facing a re-elections in August or September. So this shows how polarized the Taiwan politics is now. I think Taiwan is the number 1 polarized democracy in Asia now. I mean, I
mean, like, why? I just get elected and then like, what the hell? I gotta do campaigning again. I mean, it's gonna be like I kind of understand them, like those 30 MPs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, as your MP, you certainly is. So, but like there were, it's not that just they suddenly launched this campaign, right? So there were several issues that they think it's inappropriate. So like first is the legislative reform in May last year. So legislative reform is basically the opposition coalition trying to introduce like investigation power and hearing power to the parliament, so we can, of course, oversee the executive power better. We are trying to not weaponize, but we are trying to get more power to the parliament, right? Yeah, because we are now the majority.
Weaponize is okay.
Yeah, weaponize. Okay, weaponize. Okay, easier to understand. So yeah, we are trying to bring more power, to introduce more power to the parliament, and then of course these bills all passed. after the fight that I show you last picture. But then similar thing happened in Thailand. So both the presidential office, the DPP caucus, and the other powers of the constitution power bring the case to the Supreme Court.
Try to delay it or something like that, right?
No, just oversaw it. And then the Supreme Court basically oversaw this legislative reform bills. So we don't have hearing power now. We don't have investigation power. No.
So you have the thing called like I don't know how lawfare as well, right? I mean that the big problem in Thailand now we have like a constitutional court. I mean
constitutional court,
overpowering all the branches, executive and legislative branch. So it's really hard because no one check them out like what they're ruling. So it's really difficult that sometimes I mean all politicians and all the parties sometimes if you not I think it's if you play this game and you're about to lose, you find someone and kind of empowered.
Yeah.
So it's really unhealthy for democracy in the long term because if the in this game it's like a chess, right? One turn you could be the black chess and another term is going to be the white one, right? I mean, like if you set this kind of rule, it's not sustainable at all, right? So that's happening like in Taiwan as well as in Thailand, right?
Yeah. So we are now facing a similar situation that the constitutional court, we are called constitutional court as well, because all the constitutional court judges were nominated by the DPP. Like during 2016 to 2024, they're all their people. Yeah. So
it's called it's called judicial activism, right? So you use like some of the the justice brand to involve with politics.
Yeah, and another things like November. I'll just
really bad.
I'll just talk about just one law. So like there was another things another thing that they are like the ruling party are so against is the Government Revenues and Expenditures Act. So basically we revised that law to try to bring more tax revenue, because all the tax revenue goes to mostly goes to the central government, and then they will. And now, so before this law passed, all the 22 cities in Taiwan only get 30% of the tax revenue, and the 70% are belong to the central government. So the KMT, the opposition, we try to revise the law, bring more tax revenue to the local government. We try to revise around 35% to 65%. And we think that's fair. That's more sustainable for the local government to rule.
Because you have more local mayor as well, right?
Yes, politically speaking, yeah. And so, okay, so both, but this one not yet being overthrown yet. But it's also are waiting in the line of judicial of the constitutional court as well. So yeah, I'm not sure whether it will go well or not. But like, so as you can see, as I said, it's very and every time this kind of bills passed, the DPP said the same thing. The KMT, the opposition, trying to weaken the ruling party, trying to weaken the central government to help CCP invade Taiwan, to help CCP. Yeah, so that's why we're facing the massive recall because of those. So because of those propaganda, they successfully mobilize their own crowd as well.
So I think that the end of the presentation, we now reaching 500 people on live. I mean,
really?
Which is like on there is like almost like 486 on Twitter and 11 on YouTube, and sadly on Twitter they cannot like really comment and get on this, I think I will see like probably they are, I don't know how to read like maybe they reply or not, but yeah, a lot of people on because I think algorithm as well. But I in and Twitter tend to be very politic, like social platform, and yeah, I mean like
Yeah, yeah.
wow, I mean very interesting. So we will have another like the next just so everyone know before putting the question on the YouTube or Facebook, my Facebook page, and so we can talk more, like maybe have an hour more about this, and so on and so forth. So we will have another series with our friend Miss Gore from India for the next one. That would be probably like very interesting and as well. Yeah, I mean like with
Yeah,
all
considering the current situation of India, yeah.
and by the nature of Miss Gore as well, talk
Yeah,
so
Miss
far.
Gore.
Yeah,
Talk
and
very, very, very fast and very, very eloquent. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so let's go through some of the how to say like comment
Yeah, I saw a lot
from
of questions. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think this one is very interesting that we can talk further a little bit more on the constitution, like the judges in Taiwan, right? Constitutional court, or that he said that endorsed by elected bodies and legislative yuan, but in Thailand case, all endorsed by and appointed by the Senate. I mean,
Yeah.
appointed by someone and approved by the Senate. So which we just have some of the issue recently that we reject one of the new constitutional court judge, and and now the actually in Thailand it's very interesting that in the House Senate now it's controlled by the third largest party in the House of Representative, and but they are in the coalition. So we have like the three kingdom situation right now in
Yeah.
our politics, which is like there are two of the two second and third party. They are in the coalition, but they are like fighting each other. But the second one, the prime minister one, they just hate us. But that guy kind of backstabbing all day long. I mean, like, why you mad at me? I'm doing nothing. I'm just opposition and doing my job. Why you don't agree with each other? Who your friends backstabbing you every day, every hour. Why you mad at me? Us, like that. So that's the situation right now. So let's say about like the court, right? How you how it's work that your constitution court judge, how they come.
Yeah, I mean, this comment is actually is right. Yeah, I mean the way how the judges are nominated and appointed, it's different between Taiwan and Thailand. Indeed, that our in our system, in our legal process, we need the majority of the NP to vote for the successful nomination. That's why the Lai Ching, our current ruling party, the president, the first batch of his nomination of a new batch of constitutional court judges were denied by the opposition like months ago. Yeah, but like the problem now we're facing is that there are still 8 judges are in service. I think it's around 8. Yeah, are in service, and they were all nominated during the DPP ruling era from 2008 to 2016, and 2016 after 2016, and they were all very politically biased. We have to say that. Of course, I mean from our perspective, of course we said they are very politically biased, but like there are a lot of proof showing that they are like that. They are like that as well. So we are very, like, as Taiwanese, especially opposition, we are so envy of like the US Supreme Court. We are so envy of the South Korean the South Korean Constitutional Court as well. You know, like when they are making a judgment of the President Yoon's case, although I think they were nominated by the Conservative Party, but they supported democracy. Unlike ours, I mean, the U.S. Supreme Court the same. Most of the U.S. Supreme Court judges are nominated by Trump. You know, like the majority of the majority in the U.S. is conservative. But they did not 100% support what everything Trump did. But our constitutional court, they support everything DPP did. They support everything DPP did. And like now, because after we revised the law, a law about the procedure of convening a constitutional court ruling, there are actually less than the number that can legally convene a case, convene to hear a case. But did you know what they do last week? Because they cannot legally convene a case without the number. They last week they held a hearing. It's not even in any law that they can do that, but they just held a hearing to talk about another bills that the legislative passed. So we were like, what the hell are you doing? You are like ignoring all the law procedures and just trying to do propaganda and like intervene into the independence of the parliament. Yeah. So yeah, indeed, the appointment, the nomination process different between Taiwan and Thailand. But the problem of our politics facing with the intervention of the judiciary, I saw a lot of similarity. I really see a lot of similarities within, especially through the past year. Yeah, in Taiwan, not Thailand. I know Thailand has been a long time. Yeah.
But I mean, like, you need to let them retire first, and then like the president will appoint, and so the president will nominate, and the parliament will
vote,
approve or not, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's what we are all like, no matter the TPP and the KMT, we call publicly to the president, say, okay, so because we are now the majority, if you want to nominate someone, talk to us before. Because we are the majority of the parliament, you are also having 40%. Talk to us. Let us nominate and recommend some people as well. So you can nominate the enough number. I mean, that's what politics should be like, right? That's what politics should be like, right? I mean, the law, the reason why the law gives the parliament power to approve the appointment is exactly because you should compromise when you are in minority. You can not just confrontation all the time. But that's what our president is doing now. Yeah.
I mean, like, negotiate, and like that's a crucial way. That's how we have. That's why we have parliament. Like, less people talk and arguing, and I say all the time, just that I do some of the very many controversial issue, like social issue in Thailand, right? And I talk to many stakeholders, like anti-alcohol activists, civil society group, or like the brewer or drinker, and I mean, like, okay, let's do this law, or like 8 version of it, and then pass through the house, and then like we form a committee and talk through. It's not work, if you talk long enough, like people will find more commonality, common things, the differences for sure. I mean, that's how politics work. That's why I think I will become politician by this. That's a style of politician too. But I mean, of course, there are some people that they think be a ruthless politician, like winner take all. That is the way. to
I mean,
do things.
that's not really what the politics should be. There's a saying I'm 100% for that. He said politics is the art of compromise. Politics is the art of compromise. I think we really should honor this spirit. The problem of polarization in Taiwan now is solely because the ruling party is so confrontations. But of course, if you said that the opposition, if there's any time that we can be more compromised as well, yes, maybe. But considering the fact that since President Lai got elected, he never talked to both the presidents, the both chairman of the opposition party, and he threw one chairman in jail. That's impossible. That's like the ground for talking and compromise is so low. It's so low from the opposition side. Yeah. So yeah, that create problem. Yeah.
So I think everyone believe on the comment that your elected body at least some you have relatable to the people is better than what system in Thailand, of course, but. Yeah, I mean, I know that you have the check and balance, and this one, if you can read for me and translate for me in return, it would be fine. Something war.
He said I will join later. I will go have some da pao chicken rice.
Oh, okay.
I'll have some da pao chicken rice.
Okay. And this one, he said the deep state, Thai deep state is really bad, right? I mean, do you have something like a deep state in Taiwan, you believe?
No, we don't talk about that. We don't have that kind of issue here. We don't. Yeah. That's true. Like, we don't have that. We don't have this kind of discussion. Yeah.
So if anyone have ใครถามอะไรมาเพิ่มได้นะครับ if anyone have the comment or anything, please let me know. I know how to read the comment on Twitter.
Oh, I saw one friend ask me about talking about.
Yeah.
Do you see this? Around 9:30 p.m. he asked me, when you talk about Chinese, it sounds very homogeneous. People from the mainland did settle on the island as early in Silla Dynasty. But yeah. Yeah, that's true. So
what's that? So
from the Song Dynasty, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. When I talk about but the problem
what the character? What the Chinese character?
They speak Taiyu 客家. It's like Taiwanese. The Taiyu is more like Hokkien dialect, and 客家 is Hakka.
Oh, Hakka.
I mean, Thai Chinese has some Hakka and Hokkien. You guys so
Hakka. No. We call Hokkien and Jin cat.
Oh yeah, Hokkien is about Jin Hen.
Jin cat.
Jin cat.
Yeah.
Jin cat.
I will. I'm not sure. I will searching I mean, maybe only is a nickname. Like cat is mean you are a Hakka. Jin cat is Hakka. Cat.
Yeah, Jin cat is Hakka. Okay. Yeah.
Jin cat
Okay.
is Hakka.
Yeah. Okay,
so Hakka is, yeah.
I agree with what this friend's comment. Yeah, indeed. So, KMT, we always advocate an idea of diversity. So that's why we are very against what the DPP always are saying, that we are just Taiwan, and you Chinese are just Chinese. We are very against this idea of confrontation just between two group of people or two group of idea. Okay, Tao, recently what DPP do on our official website, introducing Taiwan, or our government website.
What
he said there are only so he said, when you talk about the introduction, is the the part of introductions of Taiwanese population, and they said, okay, there are only 3% Taiwanese, 4% Taiwanese Aboriginal, and 96% is others. So they introduced Taiwanese population, 4% Taiwanese Aboriginal, 96% others. And that was like one of the hottest news last week as well. We were like, so what the hell? So no Hakka anymore? No Hakka anymore? No like Han Chinese Hokkien anymore? Like no Han Chinese anymore, no Hakka anymore, no Hokkien people anymore. And the official statement they gave was like, I mean, we don't want to make any stereotype and like bias, so let's just settle with 96% the others. So we were like, what the hell? So we always criticize that the DPP are being too ideology driven about the whole idea of like de facto Taiwan independence.
My party gets this kind of blame as well to ideology. You know, like never happen real. You cannot do it. You know, how can I do it? You know, I never.
No, but how I think the difference between there's a huge difference between you, the People's Party and the DPP in Taiwan. The DPP in Taiwan, they are I think we criticize them because we think they are playing a very dangerous game of nationalism, patriotism in a negative way. But I don't think that's what your party is doing. Of course not, right?
Yeah, we anti. I mean, like we got blamed for being like too human right kind of thing. Like, you are people of Myanmar party, you know, like something like that.
Different, very different. Yeah.
So our friend, I think like this more like light-hearted and you know, close getting to the end, right? You can guess like this question. He said like you have another like milk tea how to say like milk tea shop that you recommend that not 50 lan.
Oh, 50 lan, yeah. 50 lan is one of the most popular one, yeah.
Oh, you have a place that you recommend about milk tea? You like milk tea? Like, I mean, like, I think milk tea is like Thai food for Taiwanese. You believe? Like, you know, it's like everywhere in the world. I think like do Taiwanese people proud of this? Like, you know.
Yeah. I remember there was a period of time we had like some milk tea alliance, right? Between internet meme, like Taiwan, Thailand, a lot of places. Yeah. Which shop? Yeah, Hong Kong. Yeah. The shop that I like to drink. Okay, to be honest, because I'm too fat, so I do not drink a lot of bubble milk tea because that's super high calories. You know, if you know, like each bubble, its calorie is that crazy. But like, I like personally, I love milk shop. Just called milk shop. MILKSHOP. Yeah, 尼克夏. Yeah. Yeah, milk shop. It's my favorite. It's my favorite bubble milk tea drinking brand. Yeah, let me show you. You can find there's a lot of milk shop in Taiwan. Yeah. And now let me show you. It looks like this. It's all the way in Taiwan.
Oh yeah.
Milk shop. Can you see it? Yeah.
And they sell only milk or tea too?
Yeah, tea. I mean, every drinking brand sells good tea.
Just the name.
Yeah, just the name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You recommend this, so Thai people who go there will
give it a try. It's very nice. They are famous because they all use fresh milk. That's why they call milk shop. Like when they are doing when they are making milk tea and like other drinks, they use fresh milk. Yeah. That's what they are
Yeah.
famous for. Yeah.
And for me, I mean, I'm like beside beer, I'm the beef noodle lover.
Or beef noodle. Yeah.
Yeah, beef noodle. Like is that like a what the? I mean, this is like a very kind of politics as well. What is your national dish? You know, like I mean, like if like Thailand people say like pad Thai, but like
Oh,
I
pad thai.
mean,
Yeah.
or whatever that people think that we eat pad Thai every meal, right? But no, like I mean, I haven't eaten pad Thai like fucking 3 months or something now.
I love your da pao. I really love your da pao. Da pao is so nice.
Yeah, kapao is like pad kapao is like more like national dish for us, and it's like every meal like I mean like it's like you go to the restaurant and bellless, like bellless.
Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
you not think you order like กะเพราหมูไข่ดาว
Yeah.
like
Probably. Yeah.
pork and fried egg, right?
Yeah.
So
Fried eggs. Yeah. So nice. Yeah.
what is like a to go dish, like a national dish or to go dish, whatever, like in Taiwan?
I mean, not joking. I really love, I really love Din Tai Fung. Please, if you come to Taiwan, really try Din Tai Fung.
What Din Tai Fung? How you spell? I will search.
Oh, you don't know Din Tai Fung? There's Din Tai Fung. I think there's Din Tai Fung in Thailand as well. No?
Din Tai Fung.
Oh.
Din Tai Fung.
Yeah, Din Tai Fung. Yeah. I think there's one there's no in Bangkok?
Yeah, there is in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Or this Taiwanese one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Taiwanese.
Dim sum, right?
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah. The soup dumpling. Yeah, really, the soup dumpling is the best. The soup dumpling is the best. Yeah, and the pork, and this one. The fried rice. The fried rice would covered by the pork, chop. Yeah, pork chop.
I see.
Yeah.
This one now. I will show.
Please try their egg fried rice. Egg fried rice is the best. Egg fried rice and soup dumpling is the best. Yeah, this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and okay, so but my personal favorites, it's not national dishes. It's more like night market food. Is chicken fillet. You really have to try the chicken fillet in Taiwan. It's so nice.
Chicken fillet?
Yeah, the fried chicken fillet. It don't really look like this.
Oh, fried chicken.
Fillet. It's so nice. Okay. It's like Taiwanese style. So nice.
I try when I was there. Yeah, I mean like fried chicken is too easy, man. Everywhere fried chicken.
No, but the Taiwanese style is I really love the Taiwanese style. You cannot find
I like the one if the fried chicken one, I like the one that you have the pork, like chicken wing fried, like
okay, chicken, yeah,
like pork and chicken at the same time. They debone it and then stuff with the pork and like I believe like
yeah. Yeah, but that's the chicken.
Like maybe pork. I don't know because I think that's good, and some like a noodle like inside, like it's like a dumpling, kind of chicken wing dumpling, fried chicken wing dumpling,
chicken wing chicken wing dumplings, with rice inside, something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. Like I mean, like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But, I mean, like it's so bad, hurtful for the audience now. We try to like. Go and eat at late night.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Mark, come on! You have. When I was in Bangkok, I had so many foods. You guys are so nice.
Yeah. I mean, like it's the worst thing. I mean, sometimes as a politician, I think like, one day maybe I need to seek political asylum. Because like the situation. but then fuck how I go somewhere where I need to go if I will miss Thai food I will miss my papaya salad and I mean like so bad or kapow like I mean
That's
like so
that's
sad
me. That's me as well. That's me as well. So when I was in Bangkok, what I was looking for are all like Chinese food. So like if I really got sometimes in the future I have to seek political asylum, I think Bangkok is a good choice because you have good Chinese food.
I mean like Chinese food in Thailand is more like a like Cantonese
Oh yeah, Cantonese stuff. But I saw
Yeah.
some Hokkien food as well. Some Hokkien food as well.
What Hokkien food
Hokkien food,
like
Hokkien food, the noodles, some noodles like just dry noodles. Yeah. I saw some as well. Yeah.
stir fry noodle is Hokkien food.
Not the fried noodles. It's like noodles, peppers, and the oyster, the fried oyster.
Oyster pancake like that, right? Like in the pan,
And
like oyster
and fish,
pancake, right?
yeah, and fishball, the fishball, and like and little dumplings. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, I think that's more like Hokkien style. If I'm not wrong, I'm not sure about this.
Oh
Yeah, so nice.
Because everyone Taiwanese food now.
Come to Taiwan. Please visit
Yeah.
Taiwan, please. Yeah, if you guys visit Taiwan, you can message me as well. Yeah. You said you are Tao's friends. I'll go see you guys.
Just like go to like how your Instagram like name like Chansu.
Oh, Chance SHIU.
Chance SSIU.
SHIU. Chance SHIU. Yeah. But add my Facebook. Add my Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. I know like Chance SSH.
No, leave. Join my Facebook then. Chance, it's easier. CHANCE 然后 and XU.
Yeah.
Chance. No. CHANCE 然后sorry, I was speaking Chinese. But CHANCE space 然后 XU. Yeah.
Chance. Wow, so hard. Chance. Su.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to open this book, and so I will share the screen. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. Wow.
This one, right? This one. Right?
Yeah. This is me. Yeah. Yeah. This is me. Yeah.
So we prepare, and so I need to thank you again, right? So this is coming to the end of the show tonight because it's been like a 2.5 hour quite fruitful conversation. Very diplomatic way to say, right? Fruitful conversation and dialogue.
Diplomatic.
I mean, like it's a very good show indeed because I learned a lot from you, Chance. Today is a very good chance to meet you, Chance. Right? That to learn about like Taiwan politics today, and and it's very good start for my new Asia politics series on the TalkaTao or Talk with Tao, which is in Thai it's called like TalkaTao. So
TalkaTao.
next country gonna be India, right? So stay tuned, guys. If everyone come here and want to listen more about like the Asian politics, please let me know which country you want me to. Hope I know some guy in that country and invite them in and talk, right? Because it's very good thing that we now have. Today we have maximum like 600 people at the same time.
Wow!
Like,
wow! Such an honor.
Yeah, such an honor for me as well. So
no, honor. The honor is mine. Yeah. yeah, yeah.
You want to say goodbye, leave the last word or something?
Oh yeah. So I really have to say this. So first of all, yeah, Tao, my brother, thank you. Yeah, I think all the people on live can see really how good we are. We were really in such a good relationship. We were in Malaysia. Yeah, there's a deep bond between us. Yeah. And and I really want to say thank you first. This is actually my first live stream. This is my first experience doing live, and it was such a magical moment, like 2.5 hours. I did not imagine it was already 2.5 hours. Yeah, I didn't know. It just time flies so fast when it's a good time. And like when to be honest, yeah, I only visited Thailand once, and this February, like during this January, end of January during the Chinese New Year time, and I really enjoyed my trip there. No matter the culture, the Chinese culture, the Thai culture, the food, the view in Bangkok, all the things you see, the society, love it, and I really believe that like with people like Tao, with so many good politicians, yeah, especially young, open-minded, I believe Thailand will be better. And I really appreciate you guys coming online and to listen to Taiwan, because Taiwan is very isolated from the world. We appreciate every of your concerns, and please stay closer to Taiwan. Come visit Taiwan, and let, let's looking forward to future cooperation and exchange. Yeah.
So
And
diplomat.
and I wish I wish to visit Thailand very soon as well. I wish to Thailand very soon as well.
So
Please.
you in between diplomat and F4 singer. You call it F4, right?
F4, yeah, F4, yeah.
You call F4?
Yeah, that was like a last generation
Yeah, very
pop
famous.
star, yeah.
So thank you again, Chance and
Thank you,
everyone,
thank you.
and all the friends and my beloved people. So tonight is a time to say goodbye, right? And please
Good night.
don't forget to like and share and like subscribe to my channel and like follow in Twitter. On YouTube, you can subscribe. I will keep doing more live, and then about my work, about my constituents visits as well, and on my Facebook that I will show you how I work and other respond to the news or like some of my article I will post there. And sadly, sometimes Facebook is so hard to reach now. It's too many followers. Yeah. So bye bye. See you. Good night. Bye.
All right, good night. Bye.